Dispatch Management Services today reported second quarter results of 19 cents a share, beating analysts' expectations by a penny. The delivery service company also announced a number of acquisitions totaling nearly $10 million. Dispatch Management went public in February at $13.25 a share. After a slow start, as you see there on the chart, the stock is now up 60%. Today, it closed up 3/4 at 22 3/8. To talk about the company's earnings and latest acquisitions, I'm joined by Linda Jenkinson. She's CEO of Dispatch Management Services. And Linda, welcome back to Capital Ideas.
Thank you.
We talked to you just after the company had gone public, during the time that nothing much was happening with the stock price. What's the reason that the stock price surged so much?
Our view, the company's view, is that the marketplace is appreciating that we're actually a restructuring company. As you're aware, there's been a lot of roll-ups this year, and there is a certain hesitation in terms of their performance. We came into the marketplace with what was seen as sort of quite an aggressive strategy to fundamentally restructure companies that were dispatch-based, and I think people are starting to appreciate the fact that while it's tough to restructure companies, significantly improving the profitability of a company from around 7% on an operating basis to 15% and higher is something that's interesting.
And how do you do that? It's basically a software program, right?
It's one piece of it. We have a fundamentally different way of running the business. We see, you call us a courier company, we see ourselves as a dispatch company, in that we have a way of running a business. If it's on demand, i.e. you can't schedule it or think about it prior to that, and it requires some sort of voice communication, that's what we do well. And it's chaos management, effectively, and we have a fundamentally different approach to doing that. It's called free call dispatch.
What do you mean voice involved? I mean, you're talking packages and deliveries, basically, right?
Yes, we are. But what happens is you call and you say, I need something from here in CNN to Wall Street. I need it in 30 minutes. So you have to make a telephone call, and then a dispatcher on an open radio channel will say, package at CNN going to Wall Street, and then a courier will say, I'll take that, I'm right outside. So you have the fact that it's unscheduled, you didn't think of it before because you need it there now, and there's voice communication that's associated with that.
And how do you get it done faster than other companies?
Other companies use a control approach, so it's like the classic Russia versus America, where in a classic company there's a dispatcher who will basically has to remember where all the couriers are in his or her head, and then we'll ring up and say, Pam, you go down to Wall Street. And so Pam goes and does that, right? What we do is we basically broadcast it on an open channel, and whichever courier is closer picks it up and then works with other couriers as a team to drop it off.
Oh, so they actually hand it off to somebody else?
Absolutely. So like it becomes a big relay race where you've got walkers running up and down the big office buildings, handing it to a bike, who then bikes to the edge of the Brooklyn Bridge and gives it to a vehicle.
This is really chaos theory,
absolutely,
right?
It's very chaotic, and most people don't like that business, but we love that business because that's what we know how to do. And the bottom line is our call centre, our dispatcher can handle 2 to 3 times the number of calls or transactions, as we call them, in typical, and our couriers typically are delivering 30 to 40% more packages than the normal company.
And so the couriers are happier because they're making more money, right?
Absolutely.
And basically everybody's happier.
It's a win-win-win situation because the customers, when we hit our service goals, your packages are getting collected within 10 minutes, and we're able to guarantee service within certain service parameters. The couriers make more money, and we see a major challenge is professionalising the courier force in the States, as well as professionalising the call centres.
Now, this is a business that has traditionally been very small, and